Have a good day. Today's topic is about first article inspection. First article inspection, FAI, topics. Point 1 AS 9102 Revision B. Point 2 FAI efficiencies. Point 3 Common issues. Point 4 FAQs. AS 9102 Revision B. We'll discuss about how the 9102 Evolution 4 took place and what are all the evolution below. 9102 Evolution 4. 9102, 2008. Standardized Aerospace FAI requirements. Common form of documentation for supplier FAI. 9102A, 2004-01. First, define what and when, not how. Improved layout and readability of the standard. Eliminated points of confusion. Provided open fields for company-specific non-9102 use. 9102B, 2014-20. Enhanced scope and purpose to emphasize value of FAI. Separated planning activities from evaluation activity. Address digital product definitions, DPD. Utilize FAQs and SCMH to clarify intent and provide examples of complex concepts, help needed. 9102B, rationale. This standard was revised to emphasize the value of the first article inspection, FAI, process to an organization, separate and enhanced the planning and evaluation activities, and defined digital product definition, DPD, and its relationship to the FAI process. Additional changes to the standard requirements, definitions, and associated notes were incorporated in response to stakeholder needs. 9102B, first article inspection. The organization shall have a process to plan for completion of FAI or shall plan FAI activities prior to the first production run. FAI planning shall address the activities to be performed throughout their FAI process and identify the responsible organizations for those activities. (9102B), first production delivery parts require an FAI. Part requirements. The organization shall perform FAI on new product representative of the first production run. The first production delivery parts require an FAI. 9102B, digital product definition requirements. When design requirements are in a DPD format and traditional 2D drawing information is not available for all applicable design requirements, DPD design characteristics required for product realization shall be extracted, verified, and included in the FAI. The organization shall establish a process to extract the applicable DPD design characteristics. Extract the DPD design characteristics required for product realization. Ensure the production, inspection, and operations requiring verification have been completed as planned to achieve DPD design characteristics. 9102B, qualified tooling. Qualified tooling, universal, not part-specific, calibrated monitoring and measuring equipment. For example, go, no-go gauges, thread gauges, radius gauges, used to validate product design characteristics that are uniquely identified and traceable to their calibration records. Attribute data, for example, pass, fail, may be used in lieu of variable data when qualified tooling is consistently used as a check feature and a go, no-go feature has been established for the specific characteristic. When qualified tooling, for example, radius gauges, are used as a go, no-go gauge, record the gauge value or range, for example, minimum, maximum value, as applicable. 9102b, control of records. FAI documentation required by this standard shall be considered a quality record. The organization shall retain the appropriate FAI documentation while the product is being produced and, at a minimum, retain them according to applicable customer or regulatory requirements. Form instructions. Point 1. For a partial FAI, provide the previous part number, including revision level to which this partial FAI is performed and the reason for the current FAI. For example, changes in design, process, or manufacturing location. For partial FAI is based on similar parts, reference 9102, 4.6, provide the approved configuration FAI part number, including revision level. Point 2. The organization shall verify every design characteristic during their FAI, and record the associated results. 9102b Form 3, Results. When automated inspection tooling produces measurement results, those results may be referenced on 9102 Form 3, identified as pass, fail, and attached only when, as the characteristic numbers are clearly linked in the attached report. The results in the attached reports are clearly traceable to the characteristic numbers. The results are directly comparable to the design characteristic. Note: Coordinate Measurement Machine, CMM, data alone would not be acceptable for a positional tolerance. The results shall show the actual positional value. FAI efficiencies. Under FAI Technology Tool. Improving quality, reducing cost and effort. Point 1. Ballooning tool FAI. Existing and emerging technology. Point 1. Reduce cost. Point 2. Improve quality. Point 3. Automation. Generate FAI from source. Point 1. Canadian dollar tools. Point 2. Ballooning tools. Point 3. Specification management. Automate measurements. Point 1. Eliminate manual entry. Interface to existing systems. Reporting and analytics. Point 1. Status. Point 2. Process improvement. Point 3. Warnings. Point 4. FAI technology tools. Common issues. Common FAI issues. Point 1. Forms not completed properly. Point 2. Engineering requirements not understood. Point 3. FAI training and processes not defined or effective. Point 4. 9102 flow down and oversight inconsistent and ineffective. Common issues, forms. Some major points are: forms not completed properly, wrong information in fields, forms, signatures missing, typos. 3. Inspection results data integrity. CMS inspection results not traceable to design characteristics. Attribute data recorded when characteristic is expressed by numerical limits. Common issues. Engineering requirements. Engineering requirements not understood. Point 1. Engineering authority incomplete. Point 2. Engineering characteristics not accounted for. Point 3. Missing implicit characteristics, missed notes, omitted characteristics. Common issues, training and processes. 9102b. FAI training and processes not defined or effective. Point 1. FAI not performed on first production run. Point 2. FAI performed to manufacturing planning or tooling instead of design. Point 3. Partial FAI is not being performed when required. Point 4. Depth of evaluation. 9108.2.4 Monitoring and measurement of product. Point 1. Measure characteristics to verify specification requirements have been met. Evidence of conformity with the acceptance criteria shall be maintained. 9107.1.2 Risk Management. Point 1. Assignment of responsibilities for risk management. Point 2. Identification, assessment and communication of risks throughout product realization. Common issues, flow down and oversight. 9102 Flow down and oversight inconsistent and ineffective. Sub-tier FAI review. Sub-tier FAI visibility. FAQs. Usage. A1 question. Are requirements defined as CR in the form 1.3 to be filled only when there is a special requirement from the customer or always filled when applicable? A1 response. Special requirement from the customer is only an example of conditionally required CR. Items must be filled in when applicable. For example, not all parts have a serial number, but when they do you must fill in that block, Form 1 Block 3. The same is true for the other CR blocks. When not applicable or request by engineering, leave them blank or write NA. 8.2 Question. What are some example entries for Form 1, Field 9, required field? 8.2. Response. The intent is to provide linkage to the planning router that was used during the manufacturing of the FAI part assembly. Some companies track parts with production control number and a router issue number. Production control numbers are usually for cost collection and order tracking, and router issue can be directly correlated to the router. You may use anything that provides linkage to the extract router planning used during FAI. A3. Question. Form 1 Field Number 9, Manufacturing Process Reference. Please elaborate on what is required. A3. Response. The purpose of Field 9 on Form 1 is to provide traceability from the FAI part to the router planning used to manufacture the part. Any number or reference that provides that traceability is accepted. FAQs. R. Manufacturing Process Reference. A reference number that provides traceability to the manufacturing record of FAI part. For example, router number, manufacturing plan number, etc. For more QMS training, tools and consultancy, contact us at qopikun.com. Thanks for attending this training session.